All right. Here's the one that's going to hit home for most of you, I think. This is the casual pay one. Now, casual pay is what you guys are probably going to earn most of the time. Um, it basically means that you're getting paid per hour on an ad needed basis. Um, and you will get penalty rates. So when we talked about overtime a minute ago, you got time and a half and double time. When you're a casual, you'll get penalty rates. So if you're working on a Saturday or if you're working on a Sunday or a public holiday, things like that, you'll potentially get penalty rates. There's been a lot of talk relatively recently about penalty rates for things like hospitality being taken away. A lot of people up in arms about that. But there is a discussion to be had about that when you talk about penalty rates for hours that are outside of normal working hours, which is what they are. So if you're working on a Saturday or you're working on a Sunday, or if you're working in the evening, or if, like some nurses, you work at night, there is an argument to be had that you're working outside of normal business hours and therefore you should be paid a little bit extra for that. Now, the some of the arguments that come forward, especially when you're talking about hospitality, is well, hospitality doesn't really. If you're running a restaurant, most restaurants aren't open from 9 till 5 during the day. Their normal operating hours are actually on the evenings, the nights, the weekends, the public holidays. That's when their normal operating hours are. So maybe there's an argument to be had that that's normal hours and therefore they shouldn't get penalty rates. Um, I am not saying that I agree with that. I am just postulating that so you guys can have a bit of a discussion about it. I am sure that it will come up in class, and I am sure that any one of you who works on a Saturday or a Sunday will say, no, 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 I should get penalty rates for that. And that's fine. Anyway, we're going to work this one out. So Milan is employed on a casual basis. He gets $15 per hour. You'll notice I have a tendency to underline things or highlight them just so that I can see what's going on and make sure I don't lose them. So $15 per hour, time and a half on Saturday, double time on Sunday. Okay, so that's how he's being paid. All right. He worked from 10:30 a.m. till 2:30 on Thursday, from 9:30 until 2 p.m. on Saturday, and from 12 noon until 4 p.m. on Sunday. All right, so let's have a look at that. Thursday is going to be normal time, so let's work that out. So Thursday, we will go normal time. He worked from 10:30 through till 2:30 p.m. And that was AM. So that is 4 hours, and that's normal time. And I will get rid of that because that said normal while, and now I'm writing a W. Normal time. Okay. So let's calculate that. So that would be 4 times $15 equals $60. So I'm doing it as three separate things at the moment just so we can see it. So that's $60 in normal time. And so that was on the Thursday. Now on the Saturday, let's write that down. Saturday, he worked from 9:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. Now that is approximately how many hours is that? Is that 4.5? 3 would be 12:30. 4 would be 1:30. Yep, 4.5. So that is 4.5 hours. Now, because it's on Saturday, that is at time and a half. Okay, so we will do 4.5 times the $15 times 1.5. And that will give us, how much will that give us? I better do it on a calculator. And you guys, I'm pretty sure, I still haven't checked. I really should check to see whether you can see it when I do it in this mode, but I don't think you can. So I'm doing 4.5 times 15 times 1.5. 1.5, which gives us $101.25. 101.25. Okay, then we've got Sunday. So Sunday he worked from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., which is 4 hours, and that's at double time. Now, sometimes you'll see time as a half as written like that, and double time you'll see written like that, because that's what we're doing here. So we've got 4 times our 15 times 2. So in this case, that would be 60 times 2. That will give us $120. So now we're going to add those all together. So we've got our normal time plus our time and a half plus our double time, which give us $281.25. And that's Milan's wage for the